coming with the implosion of our imperium, and it's coming with the rapid degradation of the ecosystem itself. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. It's how we cope with this change. Will we respond rationally? Will we learn to speak to the world with a new humility and recreate structures within our own communities for sustainability? Or will we continue to live in illusion? And in a way, it's a matter of awakening ourselves to our new reality and responding to it.
Bring it up. Sorry, I haven't seen it. What up? Welcome back to another episode of the best worst show on the internet. And oh boy, I'll be your host today. My name's Manuel Chavez III, or the Turd, depending on how you know me. And yes, this is another episode of the GRIFTCAST, which is 100% grift, 20% news, 80% me being a cool guy. Either way, welcome back, and hopefully you guys are ready to get your credit cards out and send us some mother effing money. Hopefully you're doing pretty well as well out there. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share this thing with your friends so that we can get more peeps in here, so we can increase the griftability, amenability, whatever this is. And definitely please send money now. Thank you very much. I know we just went live, but we have the great intro and everything else that's going on, though. So it's time to get it down. Yeah. So how are you guys doing today? Very well? Not so well? Kind of well? Very simply well? Sort of well? I don't know. Looks like we got some peeps in the chat over here. I see a lot of you guys over there, and don't mind me, I'm just trying to test out some things over here. Okay, cool. That is definitely working the way I thought it was gonna work. Cool. So how you guys doing? Good? You guys pretty great? You here for the Grift Master? Can't call myself in the Grift Master, though, until we get that first grift. Somebody's got to throw up some money to monetize this stream, or if not, what are we doing here, right? What are we doing here? But as always, at the beginning of the streams, you know, we try to get some shout outs to the folks that decided to show up early and say what's up to them, like our friend Mr. Bully Impex Hero. Nice to see you out there. What's up to Curtis Caruth? Hello, hello, hello. Mr. Last, Jimmy Faze. Nice to see you out there. What's going on to King V the Fourth? Always a pleasure. How you doing there, Mr. Legitic Corp? Hopefully you're doing well out there, my friend. We got Sam Adams 73 hanging out in the mix today. Senor or Senorita Papa Towns. We may never know which one it is, but we could just make fun of it anyway. How's it going to Virginia Olsen? Nice that you made it a live stream at the beginning for a change. You must have gotten a notification or something. What's going on to no one here yet? How are you doing out there? What's up to Paz? Always a pleasure to have you out here. And dang, look at that. Virginia Olsen coming in with the $2 super chat. Monetizing this stream. Now that's what I'm talking about. And thank you very much to Virginia Olsen for that generous super sticker of a character waving their hand saying me. Oh yes, and oh dude, does me, meaning this guy, love it when people be sending him some monies. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Oh boy, my favorite. What's up to David Torok in the chat? Nice to see you out there. Hopefully you're doing very well, my friend. And what's going on to Austin 108? Another great day. Hopefully you're having a good day. And honestly, I think it's just another fine mess that we've all got ourselves into. We got ourselves here, folks. We got ourselves here, and wherever here is, I don't really know. But what I do know is that, dude, Rumble would be having some troubles today. I mean, I went live on Rumble, and as soon as I went live, I got a service 500 error on the website, which I thought was a little bit strange because that's not what's supposed to be happening when you use the Rumble. But I mean, I am live right now, but I was getting a service 500 error just a second ago when I started up with it. And I went and checked the down detector, and I keep on seeing issues with it being up or being down or not being down. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Dude, I don't know what's going on over at Rumble right now. Maybe they're under attack. Maybe one of their new big shows is really causing some troubles over there, but it's been kind of like going up and down for me as I've been putting this thing up. So I don't know if it's because there's like somebody with some massive live stream going on, but it doesn't even seem like that really. Cause even when I click on the live thing, I mean, there's literally not that many people watching any live streams, and I don't even show up on their live thing no matter what or how I do it. So it kind of just makes me wonder what the hell's going on. I guess that sucks, but it is what it is. I figured I would point that out, though, that, you know, is anybody else having trouble getting to Rumble or getting it to stay working? Because today I've been having some major issues, major troubles getting that shit to start working, or getting it to work well, really, is the main issue that we've been having is just getting it to work. Yeah, could be a paywall live stream. They have a paywall live stream that makes a lot of stream. Yeah, I don't know what the heck's going on with it, but it seems like Rumble's having some trouble with their infrastructure today, and it's a super big problem. Oh, wait, I'm like on the wrong thing. But yeah, when I went to Is It Down, like I tried looking at Down Detector, and Rumble doesn't even show up on the Down Detector, so take that with what you will. But yeah, there's a lot of people that have been saying that it's been down for a little bit, although it keeps popping up and offline for me. I mean, according to my streaming software, I'm still connected and it's accepting my live stream right now, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if it's pay to play or any of that junk. I just don't know. All I really do know is that we're trying to figure out how that's supposed to go down, and I don't really know how it's supposed to go down, actually. It just doesn't seem to be working very well. No, does it? No. Doesn't seem to be working very well. Maybe it's Crowder, all those people that moved over to Rumble because Steven Crowder went exclusive. Bro, Steven Crowder exclusive Rumble. Wow! Oh, yeah, he is exclusive on the Rumble, though. That's what I heard. Or whatever. If you go look at his Rumble page, he has got 1.1 million followers on Rumble. 1.1 million followers. And I mean, he's getting some views, guys. It's not like he ain't getting views, dog. They got the big views over here. I mean, I don't know if it's one of the most recent ones, but 4 months ago, he was getting big views over on Rumble. Today, not even uploading any videos, but he's exclusive with them. Don't know how that's supposed to work, but, you know, I guess it does work. It does work, you know. Most recently, though, he hadn't posted that much stuff up. I mean, he's getting about 100,000 views out there on Rumble, so is he really changing up how the Mug Club work? Is it all going to work out for him? Is it going to be something much greater? I don't know. I don't know. That exclusivity thing that he's got going on is a real big one. But who knows if it's going to take him anywhere on this one. I know that he did a live stream with Jeremy from the Quartering talking about his exclusivity clause. And I mean, sure, that's going to be like really good for people that are on Rumble. It's obviously going to bring a lot more eyeballs onto live streams and videos and things. But I mean, just looking at Steven Crowder's Rumble channel right here, you can see that there's still major issues with the way the videos are displayed and how you basically can't search through just his channel and a whole bunch of other things that really need to get fixed. Like, this shit needs to get fixed. Can I even follow him? I hit follow, but it's not working. The fuck? Oh, I guess it did work. But let me refresh it. Okay, it did work. It just wasn't. Yeah, it just wasn't doing anything. It just wasn't doing anything like I thought it was going to be doing. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's right. Cool. But yeah, I think it's cool that Steven Crowder said that he's going to go exclusive onto Rumble. I just don't think that it's going to get him the same kind of ad revenue as he thought he was going to get over on Rumble. And if he's not doing all these Rumble rants and things like that, how is he really going to be making some big money? I mean, I just don't get it. You know, maybe there's something I don't know about his channel, but, you know, I don't see live streams or anything. I just see him uploading little tiny videos. Yeah, maybe Rumble is getting overrun, and maybe they just need to get more servers, Jimmy Faze. I don't know. Too many followers. Error 420. What? Too many followers? Is there ever such a thing as too many followers? Maybe. So I guess that's it. So we're waiting for Mudclub to start back up Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time over at louderatcrowder.com. Is he doing it? I mean, I don't know. I don't think Rumble is on the blockchain at all. Nope. No, it doesn't. And I mean, how long does it take to get paid for rants? I don't even know. I haven't even got paid for any of my rants yet. It says that I've made money, but I don't even know when that money be getting sent out to me. Or anything like that. I can go look at my account review though. Might as well go do that. Mark, you son of a bitch. Why is that not working? You guys see me clicking that button, right? Y'all see me clicking that button. Yeah. Okay. There we go. It sort of worked that time. Account overview. Yeah, I can't click on account overview or anything like that. So, yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with that shit. Rumble seems to be broken right now. That's okay, though. We're still just going to live stream and do our thing because that's what we all about over here in the danger zone that we all live in. We like to talk about the news. We like to go through all the news articles that we found for the day and try to bring it on over to you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And obviously, sort of the day, the news has always been on the same thing. Oh, yeah. The news has been on the same thing. Silicon Valley Bank. God damn it, that Silicon Valley Bank collapsing and blah, blah, blah. But guess what? Now the CEO of BlackRock is warning that this is going to be a slow-rolling crisis that's going to affect everything and everyone. And there's nothing you can do about it!
BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, who runs the world's largest money manager, warned of a slow-rolling crisis following the Silicon Valley Bank collapse with more seizures and shutdowns possibly to come among regional banks.
More seizures and shutdowns are coming of regional banks? Excuse me, Larry Fink, but should you not be talking all that shit? That sounds like you're trying to create panic. BlackRock is my favorite military contractor, PMC. Whether the crisis is brought on in part by rising interest rates or will hit more banks remains unclear. It's too early to know how widespread the damage is. But markets remain on edge. Oh, nice. So the BlackRock guy says that there's probably going to be more problems, but you know what? Don't even worry about it, dog. Don't even worry about it, dog. Aggressive fiscal and monetary policy since 2008's financial crisis has contributed to the high levels of inflation not seen since the 1980s. To fight this inflation, the Federal Reserve in the past year has raised interest rates nearly 500 basis points. This is one price that we're already paying for years of easy money, and it was just the first domino to drop. Silicon Valley Bank was the second, and the third that may tumble is the liquidity mismatches that will be happening all across the banking system from regional bank to regional bank as far as the eye can see. Yeah. Sounds great, doesn't it? Doesn't it sound great? Yeah, it does. No one here yet. The only options they have now is hyperinflation or bank collapse. Either way, the U.S. economy comes to an end as we know it. Yes. And there is a third option, central bank digital currency, and then you do a buy back of all of the current funds in the area, and they just kind of like roll it into the new thing. Maybe they could do that. That would definitely stave them off for at least a little while longer, but I don't think people would really be too happy with that. What else he says? Years of lower interest rates that have an effect on driving some asset owners to increase their commitments or illiquid investments, trading lower liquidity for higher returns. This is the risk of a liquidity mismatch for an asset owner, especially those with leveraged portfolios. With the bond market down 15% last year, something had to give according to Fink, and at this pace, the high rates since the 1980s exposed cracks in the financial system. That's right. They exposed lots of cracks, but yet Bitcoin, everybody in the chat say Bitcoin's the third option, but Bitcoin's not an option for the banks, guys. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know what kind of crazy world y'all living in. They can't use they can't use Bitcoin for international settlements and trades and shit. After all that shit that they talk, they're gonna go use Bitcoin for all that shit. What kind of fucking smoke? What kind of weed y'all smoking? What kind of drugs are you fucking on? I want some. Those sound like some good ass drugs. Using Bitcoin. Something they can't control. FOMO I mean, I guess it tried to fix it. You know, it'd be like putting a band-aid on a gigantic hole. Yeah, but yeah, Bitcoin didn't really fix it. But Bitcoin showed the futures and how, well, the future banking system should be like a public ledger type deal that people could use, but obviously would need to be a lot faster in order for it to even compete with the banking system of today. I mean, hell, Bitcoin right now doesn't compete. I don't think there's any cryptocurrency that can compete at the same transaction per second rate that is required. So that's why it's really important for the central banks, for them to come together and create their central bank digital currencies, because then they could actually control that transaction rate. And really for them, it's just trying to beat that 100,000 per second transaction rate, which is something that they'll probably end up trying to do. I mean, if you really want to talk about something that, you know, might work, obviously from what we've seen on this from what we see in this situation, there's really only one type of currency available today that would fit the bill for the districts, the governments, or whatever. And obviously it'd be something like Tether, USDC coin. They would have to create a token / stable coin that they could do a one-to-one trade on for everyone. That right there would probably be the only thing that any type of banking system would actually really try to entertain in a crisis like this without actually creating their own asset. But, you know, like, does Bitcoin fix this? Absolutely not. I mean, it fixes it so, like, if you had your money in Bitcoin already and, you know, the banks crash, well, I got my fucking money in Bitcoin already, so fuck you. I guess it fixes that. That's not a fix, though. You just didn't have your money in the bank and it was in Bitcoin. So, you know, you just didn't get affected. That's not a fix. That's just like, it's just like normal shit, dog. That's just normal shit. It's where you put your money. Doesn't matter if it's gold, silver, Bitcoin, fucking dollars. What's it called? Cum jars. I don't know, man. You know, keep your money wherever you're going to keep it. Just keep it away from me, okay? Unless you're sending it to me so that I can have a lot more of it because I need it, because I got to pay my rent. So definitely send super chats. Thank you very much. Brazilian researchers find terrifying plastic rocks on remote islands. What? Plastic rocks? You can't have a plastic rock. Plastic rocks aren't designed in nature. But yes, plastic rocks have been found on the Trinidad Island in the state of San Espirito Santo. And yeah, they've been brought to laboratories for study. Yes, that's right. The planet is now churning out plastic ass rocks. Very real. Very, very, very real. But the volcanic islands of Trinidad have fascinated scientists because rocks made from plastic debris in the remote turtle refuge is sounding an alarm. That's right. Humans' growth over many years has caused some interesting ecological problems, and their teams found some really weird rocks where they ran chemical tests to find out what kind of plastics are in the rocks, and they got plastoglomerates because they're made of a mixture of sedimentary granules and other debris held together by plastic. We identified this pollution and mainly comes from fishing nets, which is a very common debris on Trinidad's island beaches. These nets are dragged by marine currents and accumulate on the beach. When the temperature rises, the plastic melts and becomes embedded with the beach's natural material. Wow, look at that. Got some plastic rocks, baby. Yeah, why do you feel like plastic rocks could be natural? I don't know. I don't think that you could be feeling like the plastic rocks could be natural. There's no naturality to plastic rock, but they are finding little rocks and shit that are becoming intertwined with sands and other types of debris on islands and places where they're really literally melting. That's right. And they say that this is one of the most conservation important areas for green sea turtles, with thousands arriving every year to lay their eggs. And all of a sudden they're finding more and more of these plastic rocks with plastics permanently suspended in the area. And it just shows you that, you know what, the ecological impact of humanity on the planet is highly affected everywhere. This is your fault, all you goddamn people with your plastic water bottles and, hold on a second, your stupid drinks that come. This is your fault. All you fishing net users, this is your fault. We got plastic rocks now, mother sucker. Plastic mother sucking rocks. And y'all are talking about digital currency and shit. I got my Bitcoins, you guys. Bitcoin's gonna change the future. Yay! Dumbasses. Anyways, lawyers spar before judge over rescinding federal approval of an abortion pill. Oh, yes, we talked about this one yesterday. And guess what? They didn't come to terms with what they were going to do. The judge has not made a decision in whether issuing a preliminary injunction to the FDA or ordering it to withdraw the approval of that one drug that people use to get the smushmortions. That's right, the smushmortions, otherwise known as abortion. So yes. Oh, man, it happened today. Lawyers were fighting it out. But Matthew J. Casamark of the Northern District of Texas has not made his decision on whether he's going to issue that preliminary injunction or at least temporarily take the pill mifeprone or whatever the fuck that shit's called off the market, as he seemingly is acutely aware of the unprecedented nature of the case and established this through his line of questioning to the people. Yes, the people. But that's right, there still hasn't been a decision on, well, Mr. Prone is going to get the first approval from the FDA. I don't know. The FDA's never taken a drug like this off of approval before, I guess. They've never been forced by a court to do some sort of thing of this nature. But you know what? It seems that there's still a whole lot of folks out there that this is going to affect. So we're still going to be waiting for like at least another day, 2, 3, for them to really truly make a decision if they're actually going to be going forward. But we know that the lawsuit was filed against the FDA by the Alliance for Hippocratic Medicine, a coalition of anti-abortion groups and 4 anti-abortion doctors that are seeking to overturn the approval of Mr. Prone that happened literally 23 years ago. And it's the first pill in a 2-drug medication of abortion regimen. And they say that it's been hurting people for very many years and it should have never been approved in the first place. And that's basically what the judge is supposed to be deciding. You know, one thing to understand here is that the judge is a Trump appointee who's written critically about Roe versus Wade in the previous iterations, or in his previous life iteration, is a Christian conservative legal lawyer guy, which kind of seems very crazy. So, you know, is it a redaction? Is it unapproval? It's a temporary release to allow people to fucking sell this. And this is at the same time where people are actually giving Walgreens and other companies shit for not actually wanting to, you know, send these drugs to states where it's banned, right? Because they've already banned the drug in certain states. So who knows if it's going to be Slurpees for anybody or what's going to be happening out here. Just a kind of quick update on that particular situation, because we got plastic rocks, we got people trying to get rid of abortion pills and stuff and have lots more children, because obviously people aren't having enough kids anymore because we got all the gays and stuff like that, you know, they don't want to have their own kids. They're having everybody else's kids. They want to get bitches pregnant, do all the fucking work, you know, in order to get one. Nope. Yep. You know, hold on a second. What the hell? Where the hell? Where's my puppy soup? What are you doing over there? You mad at Papa? That way you don't want to. Is that why you're not coming on the show? You mad? Mad, Lunchy? You got cramps, baby? You got cramps, baby puppies? Oh. Oh yeah, I figured I'd bring Lunchy over for you for a little bit. She's been laying on the bed. She's upset or something. What are you upset? Do you want more chicken wings? Huh? You want some more chicken wings? Good girl. Yeah, we got the dog. Oh, I figured I would bring her over so you guys could see her a little bit. Yeah, she's still alive. She's still alive. Oh, and look at that. We got ourselves a super chat for Bully MPix Hero 499 saying, I feel a little light on the grift hall. Buy loaner. Sell high. Oh. Lunchy, have you seen my vape? You see my vape, baby? Can you help me look for it? Lunchy? You know which one I'm talking about, the one with the weed in it. Go find it. You go find it? Okay, go find it. Go find it. Yeah, Lunchy is adorable. She's my adorable little muffin. Uh-oh. Well, that ain't good. I got the other one, but I lost the good one. Where's the good one? That sucks. Oh well. Oh yeah, Lunchy is adorable. Lunchy is adorable. What are you looking for, Lunchy? Did you not find it? Damn. In the car or something. Or I know where it is. Guess not. Guess I was wrong. You're listening to Tim Pool's music and suddenly you love Nickelback now? What the fuck? That's weird. Stop listening to Tim Pool's music. All right. Time to get into the next news article. Chinese billionaire and associate of Steve Bannon arrested in a $1 billion fraud conspiracy. Yes, Guo Wengui was arrested, named in court paper, was charged with money laundering and bank fraud in a 12-count indictment that was unsealed Wednesday. Yes, that's right. The Chinese anti-CCP billionaire guy that says that he doesn't like China or whatever just got his ass arrested. And we've talked about this bozo on the channel before, have we not? Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. We've told you about Miles Gao before. But yes, he's finally been arrested, and it's even crazier than you thought, motherfucker. It's even crazier than you thought. The exiled Chinese billionaire and associate of Trump White House advisor Steve Bannon was arrested in New York Wednesday morning, and he's accused of orchestrating a $1 billion fraud scheme. That's right. Mr. Ho Wan Kok, a.k.a. Miles Gao, a.k.a. that Chinese guy that everybody thought was a fraudster, got arrested for being a fraudster. That's right. And this is the same day on the news of his arrest came to life. Gao's Manhattan apartment and Sherry Netherland Hotel on Fifth Avenue also was found to be on fire. It said a source familiar with the matter. When the blaze broke out, though, Mr. Gao was already in custody. That's right. That is right. And Gao and his alleged co-conspirator, King Ming Ji, also known as William G, are accused of taking advantage of William Gao's online presence to solicit investments in various companies and programs, promising outsized financial returns and other benefits. Prosecutors said that they misappropriated hundreds of millions of dollars and fraudulently obtained funds which Gao used to allegedly live his lavish lifestyle. They were lining their pockets with the money they stole and buying themselves Ferraris, 50,000 square foot mansions, and even a luxury yacht. And yes, indeed, a mattress. Nay, 2 mattresses worth $36,000. And wouldn't you know it, Miles Gao has already put in a not guilty plea, but I don't really understand how that's going to really go over on this one, because they usually don't try to go after your ass unless they already got your fucking ass. But yeah, they got Miles Gao, bitches. And you know what? China is definitely an asshole, for sure. China's definitely an asshole. I mean, honestly, it's just a little bit fucking strange to me to think that this is actually how it's going to go down, but damn, dog, like, this dude's a huge financier, and it's really weird because the U.S. government has already seized $34 million in alleged proceeds from 21 different bank accounts, as well as assets purchased with the proceeds from the alleged fraud, including a Lamborghini Aventador, which sounds really sweet. I've always wanted a Lamborghini, especially an Aventador. That sounds really fucking sweet. But who knows? And dude, we just got ourselves another super chat. That's what I like. What's up, the Joker? Thanks for that $5 super chat spot. I don't know if I mentioned, got my grift hat. Gotta say, sweet, grift hard. And on the side and the back is nice. It's also about the dad hat style. I love it. Yeah, dude. I like that, dude. Thanks for getting one of them freaking hats, man. I appreciate you hooking up the channel like that. We exactly love it when people buy our merch and shit. It's the best. It's the best. Thanks for sending us some money too, the Joker. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for hooking up the channel. We got to make money too over here, but we got to do it the legit style by grifting it for people over the internet like everybody else. But yes. Yes, so where were we? Yes, Gao made his money in real estate securities and was a controversial figure, and now it seems that it's gotten even worse. He's been named in many lawsuits. He was alleged to have raped a former employee, charges that he disputed, by the way, and he was also friends with Bannon, and it was actually on the yacht that Bannon was arrested for his fraud case in 2020. That's right. Bannon got arrested on this dude's yacht, so the whole situation kind of seems pretty crazy to me, because not only does it have one instance of what was actually happening here, it's talking all about GTV, which was his, media conglomerate situation that was definitely fraudulent in every single way imaginable. Yes, one involvement of the fraud involved Gao posting a video on social media in April of 2020 announcing an unregistered offering of common stock in a private media company, GTV Media Group. Via private placement, he directed people to contact him. Between then and June of 2020, $452 million worth of GTV common stock was sold to more than 5,500 investors, with their believing the money would be invested to develop and grow a business. Prosecutors alleged, but days after GTV's private placement closed, Gao and his co-conspirators directed $100 million in funds to be invested in a high-risk hedge fund for the benefit of GTV's parent companies, whose owner was a close relative of GTV. And yeah, GTV had at least 4 channels. And yes, this is the same Miles Gao that's associated with the Epoch Times. That would be the one and the same Miles Gao that's associated with the Epoch Times. Look at that. He even had a custom Bugatti. In another case, both Gao and Kin allegedly lured Gao's followers to transfer additional funds to online membership clubs called G Clubs, fraudulently obtaining more than $250 million in victim funds from October of 2020 to this month. G Clubs claimed that the website is an exclusive high-end membership-only program offering a full spectrum of service and a gateway to carefully curated world-class products and services. Producers said that in reality, no such thing was offered. Gao and Kin allegedly misappropriated a substantial portion of victim funds and used that to purchase his 50,000 square foot New Jersey mansion, Chinese and Persian rose, worth, holy fuck, 987 or 78,000, and a television worth 62,000, and a fireplace log cradle that was worth 53,000, and a custom Bugatti sports car for approximately $4.4 million. That's right. Yeah. And oh yeah, this is also the same guy that was publishing the Hunter Biden shit, by the way. So yeah, Miles Gow's been hung out around and all of that stuff, right? Ex-Trump fundraiser Brody Elliott pleads guilty in the 1MDB foreign lobbying case. Oh, right. Did you know that the 1MDB scandal that was all over the place for a while there too? Did you know that Miles Gao actually pops up that, or Guo Wengui, or whatever the fuck his name is also associated to that whole 1MDB scandal, saga, situation, whatever. Here, I'll just go like here. Just do 1MDB, the one Malaysia development scandal. He was all associated up into that shit. And I mean, dude, G Girls, G Tour TV, G Clubs, GTV. Yeah, a lot of different websites and stuff that he could have been associated to that we really need to probably dig at least a little bit more into, I would think. But doesn't that make you feel a little bit weird? Interesting, right? How the same people that we told you about a while back all of a sudden pop back up again. The Biden administration's demanding that TikTok be sold or risk a nationwide ban. Yep. All of a sudden, Beijing based ByteDance needs to fucking sell before they get banned in the United States. Sorry, TikTok, you can't exist in the U.S. anymore unless you sell, motherfuckers. Yeah, sell it. Sell it. Yep, it's called the Fraud Club. Yes, that's right. So, all of a sudden, the Biden administration is moving to do exactly what the Trump administration did, only after it bitched about it a whole lot. Yeah, as you can see, doesn't really seem to be too great, does it? No, it doesn't seem to be too great, but they might actually be banning TikTok, which would be really, really funny in my opinion. In other more interesting news, Stormy Daniels speaks to New York prosecutors as possible Trump indictment looms. Oh yes, you didn't think this bitch was going away. Well, guess what? Stormy Daniels is back, and she got paid $130,000 in hush money over the 2016 presidential campaign fair bullshit, and she's back in the news again because they're probably gonna try to indict Trump over the payments of hush monies to this particular. Yep, the porn actor is back in the center of everything because she got some money like 6 or 7 years ago or some shit like that, because she may or may not have fucked somebody. Kind of crazy, but you know what? Politico and everybody else are going to be bringing you the big news, and it's the big news now that the grand jury is examining whether evidence in an inquiry heard from Trump's former attorney, Michael Cohen, and they're trying to figure out if he needs to be held accountable for his dirtiness. Yeah, because that's what Michael Cohen's saying, right? Michael Cohen's saying Trump needs to be held accountable after he already got held.
It's a question of vindication. It's not a question, as I stated before, about revenge. This is my position is that at the end of the day, Donald Trump needs to be held accountable for his dirty deeds, if in fact that's the way that the facts play out.
If that's indeed how the facts play out.
The compelling advocacy of families like those who lost loved ones.
Dirty lawyer Michael Cohen is deciding to roll on Donald Trump. Wow. Who could write this amazing wordplay? But yeah, thanks a lot, Michael Cohen. I guess he just wanted to, stay relevant somehow or something. Cool story, bro. Border Patrol chief says that he disagrees with Biden's move to stop border wall construction. What? You don't think that they're going to let you do it? But yes, that's right. Border Patrol Chief Raul Ortiz testified at a Homeland Security meeting on Wednesday about it, and he's like, guess what? I don't believe a wall from sheet to side sea, but I do believe in infrastructure and barrier systems in concentrated areas, especially urban areas. Ortiz says, it's always been a practice from 2006 when I was an agent in charge of West Texas to now, but I don't agree that we should tear down a perfectly good barrier system and install something based on requirements that were developed over the last few years. Wow, Border Patrol guy, really coming out and swinging for the fences, aren't you? Not really. I wouldn't consider this to be swinging for any fences. I would consider this to be just kind of like lame as shit, but good. At least, wow, guy. Good job, guy. Who cares, guy? Whatever, guy. Nope, that not rustling in your jimmies. All right, well, what about brand new spacesuits? Fuck yeah, bitch. We got new spacesuits, motherfucker. Now let's check these motherfuckers out. New spacesuits? Yeah, dude, it's been 50 years since we landed on the moon. We need new spacesuits to go to the moon, and guess what? We got them now, bitches! Look at that fucking sleek-ass shit that's black. You know what? It's black, just like I like my cock. Woo! Well, the ones that they're going to take to the moon are going to be white, though, so.
Squeezing the gloves and moving the arms and trying to bend over, and so it was exhausting.
No, dadgummit.
This suit will be much easier to walk in or to do a lot of the same tasks that they did back in Apollo and more, but to do it in a little bit easier way.
Yeah, dude, look at that shit. You could take a shit wearing that thing. You could take a squat, bro. Thing looks dope. I mean, that definitely, I don't know, dude, I'll tell you right now, that shit doesn't look like it's gonna save you in space, okay? If that is all you need for a spacesuit, I'm gonna make a spacesuit. It's gonna be a sick-ass spacesuit.
And again, what kind of fatigue, if anything, the crew members are going to feel after working.
Like, that shit's waterproof, and this thing's waterproof, and it survives in space. And what is it made out of? Like, what is it made out of? That's supposed to withstand the high velocity impact of a meteoroid traveling at 10,000 miles an hour. I just love how that's the picture right there. They're like, yeah, dude, check him out, man. He's just taking a shit right now. He could just pump it up. You just got to open up the little hole right there. You just drop a deuce. Drop a deuce. But yes, there's it right there. You know, if you have an ill-fitting spacesuit, man, you can get kicked off of a fucking flight, bro. That'll really happen. But you know what? There's the live demonstration of it. You can see that there's brand new spacesuits that are made from advanced manufacturing methods, 3D printers, laser cutters to ensure exact measurements and shit like that. But yes, we finally got our new fangled airspace suits. And what they said is that this one is black because, you know, they wanted to show people it's dope and stuff. But essentially, this spacesuit is the wave of the future. And it's supposed to protect you in space, which is crazy. I mean, looking at that shit, nanocarbon fiber, whatever the fuck this thing is made out of, it better be top notch, dog. Because, like, you know what? Spacesuits are my favorite thing in the world. And, like, they better have, like, the dopest spacesuit ever. And they're calling it the Axiom spacesuit that is going to be used on the Artemis missions to the moon. So we will see that humanity will be rocking these sexy ass motherfuckers when they're trying to do this. And you know what? They invested fucking billions of dollars on these spacesuits. Billions.
This may look like an astronaut training for the Olympics, but that's not what's really happening here.
For the ISS, you want a
really
rigid lower half with the ability to rotate around the waist, and then a consistent working envelope, which is about right here in front of you. Easy to translate along the handrails. So low torque in the upper joints, good dexterity in the gloves is a big one.
Eric Vallis is a senior systems engineer. He's been testing out a prototype of a new spacesuit, which NASA hopes to use on the International Space Station by 2026.
The spacesuits that are being used now in the International Space Station by NASA are suits that were really designed in the 70s. These are suits that were originally designed for the Space Shuttle program. Due to the lack of funding, NASA kept working on them, kept repairing them and maintaining them for all these many years. But really, these are suits that are at the end of their useful life.
NASA tried to update its suits in the past. A 2021 report by NASA's Office of Inspector General found that NASA has spent over a decade and an estimated 400.
Here we go. So I remember us looking back not that long ago at this right here, but they did have a couple of different suits, and you'll notice that, the Axiom suit and the EVA office suit and all the suits that they were spending all that money on, well, the suit that ended up being the one is not any of those. That's right. That's fucking right. Yep, the Advanced Exploration System Division suit didn't make it. The EVA Office XEMU suit did not make it. Fucking crazy.
Over a decade and an estimated $420 million.
Only $420 million?
For its
and then they didn't even go with it?
But failed to produce any operational suits. Estimates show that by the time new spacesuits are actually in use, NASA will have spent more than $1 billion on the redesign and production.
There were two different issues. One was lack of funding. NASA, they had to get funds, sometimes from other projects to fund their suit. And the second problem was that there was no destination. The projects of NASA have been moving through different political agendas.
Billions of dollars. But yeah, see, in addition to Axiom, NASA also awarded contracts to Collins Aerospace, a subsidiary of Raytheon's, to build next-generation spacesuits. The company won the initial contract for $220 million last year to design and build the spacesuits, which are planned for use in the Artemis mission. So they already spent and used a shitload of money, and then out of nowhere, Axiom Space is the one that ended up actually being over it. But if you'll notice, I'm messing around. The Axiom Extravehicular Medium is the AXEMU spacesuit. So obviously it was a bunch of people that worked for NASA that took their company private so that they could then make better money in order to actually fucking do this whole entire thing. How interesting is that? Oh, well, NASA's not going to get the funding for it, so we're just going to pay some other company to make it for us. See how that works? See how that fucking works? Yep. That's right. That's right. Oh, well. At least you got new spacesuits now. New spacesuits from Axiom. Look at that. Biden motorcade to again disrupt traffic on Vegas and Wednesday, dude. Harry Reid International Airport. Apparently, Joe Biden's going to be talking at UNLV's College of Hospitality. And he's going to be blocking everything up again, which is just kind of weird. I don't know why I pulled that up, but whatever. What's this?
What up, Kamala, bitch? Looking like a dingy tampon.
Yeah, you're saying that the private military industrial complex to be real as fuck? No way. Wow. They really don't like Kamala Harris, do they? No, they don't. In other very shocking news, 2.5 tons of uranium is missing from a Libyan site. No big deal. There's just a place in Libya Libyan terrorists are the same terrorists that, gave Doc Brown, uranium so that he could power the DeLorean time machine, and then he gave them back a box of pinball parts or whatever. Doesn't matter. Terrorists, Libya, uranium missing, 2.5 tons. It's probably fine. It's just 2.5 tons of natural uranium. It's not even fucking refined. So, I mean, that 2.5 tons of natural uranium is definitely going to make quite a bit of those plutonium things that were utilized in the DeLorean or whatever. So, at least time travel is a thing now. I've been waiting for that. I can't wait till we get our fucking flying cars. Sounds really cool, but whatever and stuff. But, tight, man. I figured I would just let you know, Uranium 1, Hillary Clinton, whatever. Cool stuff. The American Prisoners, Part 1 and 2 and 3, at a time of the greatest threat to the individual's establishment's abuse of power. The fuck is this? The American Prisoner? What is this shit? I don't know what this shit is.
Straka's escaped. Struck, dumbass. Lock down the prison!
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, we are. Yes!
He's in here! Struck! On your knees! Get
Is that all you guys got?
Is that all you guys got? Bully MPEX Hero says $4.99 through Super Chat. I will pay you to stop playing propaganda. All right. $5 acquired. We'll stop playing the propaganda. All right. Here's more propaganda. You're very welcome, Bully MPEX Hero.
Inflation report, when you look at core inflation without food and energy prices, that actually rose from month to month. Now, this is inflation that's harder to get rid of, and delinquencies in credit cards. He wants voters to focus on the spending his administration is doing.
Damn, Scroats McGoats. Thanks for the $10, bro. Welcome back to the channel. This killed my soul a little bit, he says. Yeah, I have no idea who that was either.
His administration is doing in the last inflation report, when you look at core inflation without food and energy prices, that actually rose from month to month.
Who's that?
This is inflation that's harder to get rid of. Credit cards, voters to focus on the spending his administration is doing in the last inflation report, when you look at core inflation without food and energy prices, that actually rose from month to month. Now, this is inflation that's hard.
That seems weird. What's this? The problem isn't who spends 4 to 8 years in the White House. The problem is who spends 30, 40 years in Congress. Yes. These pieces of shit. Yes. Yes. What's this? Magnitude 7.1 earthquake strikes Kermadec Islands in New Zealand. What the fuck? Islands in New Zealand? There's islands and islands? That's really crazy. I did not hear about that. I think the walkaway guy went to jail or something. I don't know. What's this? James O'Keefe announces his new media group, and we're here for it. Wow, O'Keefe is doing a media group?
Story is that it took a 25-year-old with a hidden camera a few days to do what billion-dollar networks and journalists could not do in a decade. I spent 14 years creating the most effective nonprofit newsroom this country has ever seen. And in paving the way to establish citizen journalism, I have been defamed, arrested, raided, and ultimately removed from the organization I spent so much time developing credibility of. I always knew they would try to ruin the reputations of those who expose them.
Nice.
The pharma giants, the three-letter government agencies, and those who I thought I could trust. But in response, we are going to build an army of investigators and exposers. They have awakened a sleeping giant. I'm back. Remaining by my side are a small, tight-knit group of the most elite journalists in the world. Exposing corruption requires standing up to power, because power hates sunlight. We are sunlight. Welcome to the O'Keefe Media Group, where we will never be shut down, because not only do I own it, but you own it too. Support us and sponsor our army of journalists by becoming a founding member today.
OMG, dude. Yeah, dude. JR Riggs, I don't know if I twisted. He just wasted a Subway sandwich on that floor. But I like James O'Keefe, so I'm following James O'Keefe Media Group. You know what? Sunlight is the best disinfectant. And hey, you never know. Maybe I am part of it. Maybe I'm not part of it. I don't think anybody's ever going to know. But they said that the most elite journalists available are. So I'll let you guys just think of that as you will. and support James O'Keefe and his new media organization. Yep. Today I testified before the Committee on Homeland Security, and it was alleged that agents found an explosive device near the border. During the Jan 6 briefing, leadership was notified that agents found a duct tape ball filled with sand that wasn't deemed to be a threat from agents in the public. Interesting. Okay. Biden 2020 campaign had surreptitious involvement in Russian disinfo hoax surrounding post-Hunter laptop story, says an FEC complaint. Oh really? What's this? Excuse me?
Moving forward, do you believe the Hunter Biden laptop story is disinformation?
Well, I want to be careful about, there is an ongoing investigation that is relevant to that, so I have to be careful of what I can share on that here.
Do you believe the Hunter Biden laptop story is disinformation?
I don't think there's anything I can share on that in open setting.
Were you aware that the FBI personnel were in contact with Twitter regarding the Hunter Biden laptop story?
I don't believe FBI personnel were in contact with Twitter about the Hunter laptop story specifically. I think there were people in contact with Twitter about Russian disinformation efforts.
Of which the Hunter Biden laptop story was included, according to the FBI.
Well, I don't know exactly what you're looking at, but I'm happy to talk about what it is the FBI does and does not do with respect to social media companies.
Were you aware that the FBI had Hunter Biden's laptop since December of 2019?
I can't speak to exactly when we had a laptop available. There is, as you know, there is an ongoing investigation run by the U.S. Attorney out of Delaware from the prior administration that we continue to work very closely with.
And we have an ongoing investigation as well.
And our Baltimore field office is working very hard with that U.S. Attorney, and I expect them to pursue that case as far as it takes.
This stonewalling, Director Wray, the American people deserve answers, and this is unacceptable.
Answers. Do we deserve answers? I don't think we deserve answers. We're a bunch of assholes, honestly. I'm a piece of shit. Nobody gives me answers. Well, that's cool. Had surreptitious involvement. What? Biden was involved in Russian disinformation, bro? Bro, you can't make me believe that shit. Whatever, bro. You're full of it. What is this? Breaking, Ron DeSantis announces an alliance with multiple states to push back against President Biden's environmental, social, corporate governance, ESG agenda that is destabilizing the American economy and the global financial system. States that are currently a part of the alliance are Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Georgia, Idaho, Iowa, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Hampshire, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, Vermont, West Virginia, and Wyoming. Weird. That is weird. What's this? Silicon Valley Bank received quick backing by the U.S. Treasury. A number of employees sold large amounts of stock before the bank's collapse. Numerous employees also donated to political parties. Here's the makeup of the donations over the last 3 years. Wow. They definitely donated more to the Democrats than the Republicans, but they didn't donate more than $100,000. Mm-hmm. Goddamn, this list is long. It's a lot of Act Blue, man. That's like half of what I see is just Act Blue, 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 Act Blue. Yeah. Thanks, Act Blue. Yeah. What's this? Asian bank stocks sink as Credit Suisse Fears roil the markets. Oh yeah, there was another bank that was failing today or whatever, or sort of failing or having some major problems called Credit Suisse. Although that's a foreign bank. That's a bank in Asia that's having issues with credit. And that's not an American bank, but that's an Asian bank. But it's not an American bank, but it is also having global banking problems or whatever. So yeah, global banks are having problems. Our banks are having problems. Fine. Child rapist awarded $2.5 million settlement for trans surgery after Idaho prison withheld care. Yep, that's right. Violent sex offender who was incarcerated for the abuse of a 15-year-old boy has been awarded more than $2.5 million in legal fees after suing the state of Idaho for affording gender-affirming care while the rapist was in prison. Wow. Amazing. Fucking amazing. Don't you just fucking love this shit, dude? That's real, dude. That's a real thing right there. That's a real thing right there. That's a real thing that's be happening right now. You didn't think that was happening right now? Well, guess what? It's fucking happening right now. So consider this. You can apparently open the box, but you cannot close the box. The box is not for closing. Not for closing. I mean, Jesus Christ. What can we really say or do for you guys today other than just be like, wow, man. The world is a wild and interesting place where there's a lot of weird things that are happening. I don't know, man. The news has been weird. We got work to do, my friends. But honestly, though, I got to go find my vape. So that's pretty much it for today, folks. The news was kind of like, blah, wiggity wah, wiggity wah, wah, wah. That's what it was like. Exactly that. Wah, wiggity wah, wah, wah. Exactly like that. Gotta love it, but I don't really love it. At least all I know is that we're back on track. I think the sleeping schedule is going to be pretty good for the next couple of days, and we're going to be back flowing out the content, which is going to be great. I just wanted to make sure I jumped in with you guys so you can check me out. You can also go follow me on my other channels and stuff like that. We might jump into some Star Citizen after this just for a good portion of it. I won't stay live on this channel so you guys don't have to be affected by all of that, but either way, that's pretty much schwiggity schwa miggity ma. So you know what, the news may be blah, but we're still gonna have to grift on. Either way, the Joker, thanks for that $2 super chat. I appreciate you, but it's time for me to go.
It's perfect timing, dude.
How's that perfect timing?
Well, you're heading out just as I came in. That's hilarious.
Well, I know. I was going to go cut out so I could play some Star Citizen.
Oh, I get you.
But I have to go also fan my vape.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I checked about an hour ago, didn't see you on, and then did some other shit, and then, oh, look at that. You were on. So I figured I'd jump in, but you're logging off. So I guess we'll catch up.
I know, right? Look at that. Well, I mean, what's going on with you?
Just trying to actually get some work done, which is a good thing. Had my buddy Ben's back from his long trip, so did the podcast with him to get that taken care of last night. So just trying to get back in the swing of things. I will say that having a week off while you were traveling definitely gave me a little bit of more free time, which is nice, but I'm ready to get back in the saddle here.
Yeah, me too. I'm just trying to get back on. I figured I would try to start earlier today, but I didn't. I just kind of got on whenever I got on. And then I'm still looking for stuff. I mean, I still got to get my sleep schedule into work after driving all that time. You wouldn't think that it would be bad, but it is.
Well, you know what? I can tell you, as somebody who's getting older, and you are as well now, you start to feel that shit a lot more. When I was in my 20s, I could drive for 20 hours straight. I can't do that shit anymore, dude. It's like 4.5 hours. I got to stop, relax, go take a leak, all that jazz.
I don't even go. I only drive for like 6 hours at a time nowadays. 7 hours is just pushing it.
No, I hear you.
Definitely.
Cool. Well, we'll have to.
Yeah, you want to play some Star Citizen?
Let me see if my install finished up. I had it running overnight.
Yeah, mine finished a long time
Yeah?
ago.
Okay.
But I got in and I was playing with my ERG earlier today,
Mhm.
and I mean, it was working. And,
Was it?
it's interestingly enough, I was maybe I can show you actually. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I've been using that Stream Deck thing, but
Mm.
I don't like how it doesn't have a Discord plugin. Like, why doesn't it have a Discord plugin for buttons?
There is one. You just have to download it.
I didn't find one.
Missile?
Look at this though. Look how good that looks. I was streaming earlier today, and I was just not doing 60 frames a second or whatever. We were fighting an Idris. Well, I was fighting an Idris, and everybody else is dying.
Okay. What are
But
you in?
I was in my Antares.
Oh,
I bought one.
Yeah, of course you did.
But yeah, it looked pretty good for, just doing a
Mhm.
1080p 30 frames a second stream. I mean, I barely get 30 frames a second
Well,
as it
I was
is.
gonna say, I don't know if there's a reason to go to 60 if the game itself isn't gonna hit it.
Yeah, but it actually does look pretty good. It's pretty smooth too. And that's
Oh,
just
look at that sunset though. That's gorgeous.
Yeah. The whole entire time I'm flying around shooting this guy, and then
Mhm.
my teammates are literally just ramming the thing.
Oh.
And I'm just like, bro, go repair your ship.
Well, those size 9 torpedoes work pretty well on it.
They do, but we dropped like 9 of them on it, and it still didn't blow up.
Really? Hmm.
Yeah, and then as soon as I got the kill on this son of a bitch, the server 30k'd.
Of course. Yeah.
So it's like, here's what it looks like when you kill it. I was like shooting at it forever.
Mm-hmm.
Damn near an hour.
Damn.
But I was the only one shooting. Like, basically at the end, I was the only one shooting at it.
So it's like its guns are down. It's not shooting back at you anymore.
No, the guns were still shooting back at us. It was just like started to blow up right there. Ooh.
Yeah,
It was
there's
just
a
funny
bomber.
taking that guy. Yeah,
What
that
do
guy
you-
was just flying around.
What do you think of the Antares?
I mean, it's cool or whatever. Kind of
Yeah.
slow. Like,
I
slow
was thinking
acceleration.
the Sentinel would still be better.
I mean, if I could get that second computer running, nuh-uh. Because I'll just be like,
They'll never have a second
button. Button what?
They'll never have it. That was just a lie.
What?
Lie saying they're gonna put it in there.
Put what in there?
Put in the second computer in the Antares.
No, I'm saying that I'm going to hook up a second computer over here and I'm going to log in on a character that's
on
just
your
going to sit.
end. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. And then it's just going to sit in there, and then I'm just going to have a mouse over here, and I'm just going to be like, all right, EMP.
Okay. Because remember now, when they first brought the ship out, the original version of it, they said, oh, yeah, you guys will be able to shoot all 8 guns by getting that computer upgrade. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Mm-hmm. They ain't never doing that shit.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but I'll be dead by the time they do that shit if they ever do it.
Yeah, they'll do it. It's just you're going to be dead because you're going to be old as fuck.
Exactly.
This is going to be in 30, 40 years.
Mm-hmm. That's about right.
Because these guys don't know how to fucking see. Like the whole thing. I was just watching this thing just explode and like laying everywhere, and then out of nowhere we 30k'd. I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
At least I got paid.
Oh, that's good. I thought I was going to steal your money because it crapped out
Look at
before it got
do you see
paid.
look at my crime stat right there. It's a 5.
Oh my gosh. Why?
I literally went into the game. I tried to go be good, and I went to do a fucking bunker mission, shot a guard, immediately got a CS3, and then I just started flying around blowing shit up.
Mm-hmm.
And then my org mates were like, are you gonna like fix your crime stat? And I was just like, it's like
Nope.
CS5, why? And they're like, you guys want to help me? And they're like, I'm like, exactly. If you're not gonna come fucking help me, what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
You know, just let them
it
come
should
kill
be-
me.
It should all be done by now, right? You should be back to no crime stat.
No, I haven't gone to jail.
Oh, you didn't go to jail. Oh shit.
Why
Okay.
the fuck would I go to jail?
I would have done that before logging off, just so it clears out by the time you get back in.
What am I, a bitch?
Well, apparently.
What am I, a little bitch? Yeah, I was in the middle of playing too, and I like fucked up. Something happened. Like, I don't even know what happened, bro. My computer like crashed. And then my joysticks decided to reverse which ones they were, so I had to re-fucking map everything. I was like, fuck you, man.
I'm gonna see.
This it looked way better when I was doing it like that than when I was streaming through Restream though.
Oh, because you were doing direct. Yeah.
It's doing it direct.
Does not give you the
FPS-ness needed.
Yeah, for sure.
Although I did literally clock a 373 second login.
Really? So what is that? 10 minutes?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's 10 minutes. That's nuts.
6 minutes and 21 seconds.
Yeah. Dude, this is what I've been doing.
That stupid Kerbal game.
Mm-hmm. The stupid Kerbal game. Exactly. I finally got to the moon.
You finally made it.
Took me 6 months.
To make it to the moon.
Yep. To get all the tech to get to the moon.
Why did you want to go to the moon?
Well, it's the closest thing to go to. Let's see. There's Earth over there.
You're going to go to Mars next or what?
Oh, I think that might take a year. But let me look. So probably Venus. Venus is a little closer. So I go to Venus right there.
Nice.
But I've got full realism on with the real solar system. So everything is extra hard because everything takes longer and the amount of fuel you got to bring is way more and yada yada yada. So it's a fun game. I've done like 4,000 hours.
Nerd.
This game. Yeah, man, you got to learn physics to play this game.
Nerd.
This is not a shoot 'em ups.
Yeah, all I really care about is just flying around blowing shit up. Pew 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 pew.
Sometimes that's fun, but sometimes it's fun to actually.
Dude, I was having a great time clearing up all the debris around Port Olisar. I was doing a service.
Were you flying were you killing people or were you flying a ship to pick that shit up?
No, I was just killing all of the ships that were floating around.
Yeah.
So that they went away. So there was not. I just kept shooting ships until there was no white little beacons on my map anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody was like, "Oh God, somebody cleaned up all the ships," and I was like, "Yeah, I blew them all up. You're welcome."
I don't think that's the way that works, dude.
So now, some guy with the vulture can come by and, clean up the scraps or whatever, but they'll actually get rid of them. The thing that's bad right now is that if your ship blows up in the hangar, who's going to go clean it out of the hangar?
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah, they haven't thought of that. So.
Yeah, no, they haven't thought about it. Yeah, it's really weird. But at least I'm having a good time with it. I got my joysticks at least fixed for now. I just dumped a bunch of alcohol all over them, and then my Z-axis is working now. Well, I mean, I sat there, poured alcohol in there, and then just kept turning it to get whatever crap was in there out of it.
Yeah,
it seems to be working for now, but it'll obviously break as soon as I get into a hard dog fight.
Well, you've been grifting for some money for some new joysticks. What's up?
No, that's the next grift.
Oh, okay.
I gotta get, some fucking Virpils or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Warbird, some, Constellation grips with the Warbird bottoms, some fucking desk mounts and shit like that. Easy $1,200, some shit like that.
It's a lot more than that.
And then, just in case, Gene, you thought you were going to be able to take me on. Not when I get my Virpils.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. I got VKBs, dude. Virpils were 6 months wait. I wasn't gonna wait that long.
Well, I want to get VKBs, but I might as well just get the best of the best, right? Might as well pull Miss Gabby's, get the best of the best, and then never play the game again.
You could do that. I mean, they're certainly the Virpils are the most expensive. I don't know if they're the best.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's the main. I'll tell you the main difference between the two when I compared them was the Virpils were metal, so they're heavier, which I suppose is good. And they have one additional button. Otherwise, they're pretty much the same.
Dude, this guy Daniel Bedlinger just keeps on coming into the chat, dropping knowledge about Star Citizen. It just makes me laugh. I'm like, bro, we all know the Drake Vulture can repair or clean up those ships, but how is it going to get into a locked hangar?
Yeah. Yeah, locked hangar is going to be a problem. Unless somebody
Dummy.
gets in there and opens it up.
Situation. Understand the situation. The ship is blown up inside of a hangar that no one can access or get their ship out of. You and your Drake Vulture are not going to be able to phase through the freaking door to get to the ship to salvage it.
Well, I also downloaded, I got talked into by some friends to get, what's that game?
The Star Citizen hacks?
No. No, not Star Citizen. No,
Are you sure they didn't release 318 because they wanted to get ahead of the hacks?
I don't know, dude. I'm not worried about that shit. War Thunder, that's the one. So I downloaded that.
Gay Thunder?
You ever play War Thunder? No.
Gay Thunder? No.
I never played that one, but it's supposed to be like a all-in-one version of World of Tanks, World of Warships, World of Airplanes, Warplanes, all in one game. And a lot of the guys in my clan have started playing that instead of World of Warships. So
they're playing World of Tanks now, huh?
I've never.
Isn't that game like a hack game?
Totally, yeah, absolutely. It's all hackers in there.
Mm-hmm.
I've
never
heard
heard that game like uses your computer to mine cryptocurrency or something.
I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I downloaded it, got in there, spent about an hour setting the joysticks up, and then I was tired. I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna play this. So at least I got the joysticks mostly set up. I still have to set up the pedals and the keyboard stuff, but I got the joysticks out of the way.
So you can go drive your tanks.
Drive a tank or fly an airplane.
If I want to drag a tank, I'll go get a tank at Star Citizen.
Yeah, these are a little better tanks, but
nope.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. It's not a better tank. You know why? Because you don't have to get some gigantic ship out, pork it in there, fucking fly to wherever you're gonna go with like your 5 homies and shit. It's not the same, bro.
Exactly. That's kind of the key.
It's the hour that it takes for you to get anything done in Star Citizen that makes everything worth it.
That's what I guess some people tell themselves.
Just like earlier today, man, it took me an hour and a half just to get to an Idris, but I finally got to it and I blew it up. And then the game immediately broke after it, but I fucking killed that fucker.
Yes, you sound like you had a wonderful experience playing the completely almost done game.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's a game that is so done that, yeah, no, I don't really care. All right.
There's Daniel dude's playing it as well, huh? Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, cool. So I guess I'll catch you tomorrow.
All right, man. See you tomorrow.
All right. Later.
Adios. Wait, do I need to flip this off?
Oh, I'm the one who says adios.
This off. Then I gotta flip this one off. I gotta push this button right here. All right, here we go. We got it done. Well, I guess we're done for the evening, folks. We'll catch you again tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys are ready for some more hot grifting action, and maybe some crazy stuff will happen in the news. Who really knows, though? Not me. Not you. Either way, thanks for joining us, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye now. See you later, folks. Bye.